Thanks, Shiyun. So, why have these cuts been implemented?
Well, for this question, generally speaking, though the tax reduction number sounds really striking, but it still acts as a reiteration and a continuation of China's current economic strategy, which is cutting taxes, costs, and red tape, combined with measured stimulus, maybe. The main goal of all this is to guarantee economic stability. To implement the tax cuts, local government and municipalities have to bear the brunt of tightened budgets. The governments of less developed regions will for sure suffer more, like, say, Tibet, Gansu, Guizhou, etc. So far, tax reduction is not going to constitute a severe debt risk. It's simply because debt de-risking is a very important policy that the Chinese central government is not willing to abandon.
Great. So what kind of effect can we expect of these cuts?
It's reasonable to have some doubts on the sustainability of this tax cuts policy. Even though Premier Li said that his cabinet would conduct due diligence on the sustainability of current public finances, but we know for sure the public finances will still remain under great pressure in the following several years. You just cannot find a trillion yuan of new funding each year. Therefore, we should remain cautious that tax cuts as stimulus may not work that well as we expect it to be. If the Chinese government can utilize it properly, tax reduction can be a strong stimulus to increase residents' consumption capability. But we don't know yet how much contributions tax cuts can do to economic growth rate, especially as the final outcome of the US-China trade deal is still unclear.
Well, that's it for us here for this episode. I'm your host, Gregory Wong, and on behalf of all of our team here at UC3P Just China, we thank you, our listener, for tuning in to this episode of the Just China News Pulse. We wish you good health, good fortune, and as always, good grades. Come back in a couple of weeks for our next episode, in which we will continue to bring you the latest developments in and about China.
Chicago, the Windy City, the city of broad shoulders, the second city, is complicated.
Known for its legacies of segregation and political corruption, Chicago has a lot to grapple with.
On Chicagoland, we bring you conversations with activists, journalists, politicians, and others who are working to address these issues.
You can find Chicagoland wherever you listen to podcasts.
From University of Chicago Public Policy Podcasts,
this is Chicagoland.